Did you really?
What do we do? What?
Oh man, now we got our guest today. If you scroll down a little bit below the chat, you'll see the REGIMEN Classic at Classical High School right there, May 7th. We got some young amateur boxers in here. A couple from Manfredo's gym, some from 401 boxing.
Shout out to the Manfredo clan. That's the people's right there.
Holy Manfredo and Peter Manfredo.
But yeah, we got some of the young cats in here to talk about what's gonna be going on. Talk about.
Yo, they got fights coming up and
They
everything.
got some fights coming up. Yeah.
Okay. What? What's good? What's your name?
Brian Pennacchia.
All right.
Tevin Alieu.
What is it?
Tevin Alieu.
All right.
John Smith.
Yadira, Andino.
Listen. Hold on, I got a call. AZ, you over here?
Yeah. Right behind you.
All right, I'm just checking, man.
You worried they're gonna beat you up?
Yeah, I'm saying, man. What the fuck? Only one. Listen, I'll get 2 of them, but there's more than 2, so we don't have a problem.
I mean, my girl might help them. That's the only issue.
All right, I know Stan, man. He's in the chat. He hold it down, OG. All right. So now you guys are coming out of Manfredo's.
Yeah, me and John Smith come out of Manfredo's.
Okay. Oh, you're a fighter too?
No, I'm a trainer.
Okay. So you can train me out of boxing?
Oh, absolutely.
Wow, let's go. Let's go. Listen, don't get it twisted because we will go there with the cameras and film Donnie Battle training.
You got you.
But we're gonna cut it out because I'm 40, so when I start getting that lack of oxygen and I fall out, we're gonna cut that.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it look
creative editing.
Right. See, I like this dude. I like him. He's a good dude. All right. So now these are your fighters.
John Smith is my fighter.
Okay. So who
what gym do you fight out of, Tevin?
Okay.
4-1 boxing.
You too?
4-1? No. Now you guys, you guys got fights coming up too?
Yeah, 401 Boxing and R.E.G.I.M.E.N is putting on a show May 7th at Classical High School.
Okay.
All the area fighters are going to get on it and, put on a good show, do what we do.
Nice. Okay. Now, your boy's fighting in it?
John Smith is fighting on it. This will be his first fight since winning the New England Championship in February, so.
You won the New England?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're nice with your hands then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Shit, Willie Wonka's nice with his.
I don't know.
Get him down the gym.
So, listen, you can knock him out with 1 shot, is what you're saying. Come on, don't be humble, man.
But wait, you gotta remember, there's different weight classes. He might, I don't know. How much?
I fight at 152.
152? How much you weigh right now?
Where you at, like 97? 130? That's not bad, man. I used to wrestle people.
Tevin got him then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Listen, he got them. Listen, Willie, you got a problem if it broke out right now. Fuck it. Whatever. All right. So now, what's your record?
25-3.
Okay. See, me and you, we're gonna be good friends. All right. What's your record?
I'm in the 20s, 20-something and 5.
And 5?
Yeah.
Ain't too bad. Yeah, I can fuck with you too. All right. All right. See, and y'all trying to see I'm gonna fuck with. See, I like all y'all, man. Y'all gonna be my peoples. See, so, but tell everybody in the chat, man. Let them know. Let them know about what's going on, the whole camp, everything what y'all got going on.
Yeah, everything's going good. Everybody's training hard. May 7th is going to be a big show. There's not a lot of shows in Providence, so this is going to be a big one for 401. Jose Santos, great dude. He got us on here tonight, and that's it. Everyone's just working hard. The thing with amateur boxing is you have to do a lot of traveling to get fights. You know what I mean? So you have to bring in opponents from other places. So it's tough, it's tough to stay on the grind and to keep getting them wins and to keep fucking, moving up. But everybody's working hard and progressing, so.
That's good, that's good. Now, as far as amateur fighters, like when do they start getting paydays? Like, and
when
how do
they
they,
pro.
like, how do they go about turning pro? Do they just like declare it like the NBA draft type of shit?
Yeah, well, it depends like on a person and like what their goals are. Like Joe Blow off the street could turn pro, but he's going to be a victim. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like someone like a kid like Tevin, kid like John Smith, these guys have a good amateur pedigree. As they go on, hopefully they'll be able to land a promoter who's going to, put money in their pocket, get them fights, pay them to train. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Some of the more local guys, you see like some local guys, they turn pro after like 5 fights, 5 amateur fights, 6 amateur fights. But they're destined to go down that road of, journeyman, opponent. Like these guys got the real talent, you know what I mean? So they're going to do what they got to do in their amateurs, get as many fights as they can, hopefully latch on to someone who's going to get them paid.
Okay. Now, like, what's the longevity for a fighter? I know when they get up there to certain ages like this, they're on the back end of it. You know what I mean? Like, what's the longevity of a fighter realistic?
I guess it all depends on, when they start and how many wars they got under their belt. You know what I mean? Like you look at a guy like Bernard Hopkins, he's like 47 years old, still doing it, still like fucking winning titles, and then you see some guys who come on fast and then burn out, and styles have a lot to do with it too. Like if you're a type of guy who's a brawler and you just stand and you just take shots, your career is going to be a lot shorter than a guy like Tevin and a guy like John with their smooth boxes, they're nice and slick, you know what I mean? Hit and don't get hit, that's what it's all about, so.
That's what's up. All right, so now, y'all are brawlers, fighters, scientific. What kind of fighter are you?
I'm more like a counter puncher, like really trying to set people up, like figure out their mistakes and act upon it.
All right. So if I flinched at you, you'd hit me with like a 6-piece before I even realize it. Is that what you're saying? Come on, you can say it, man.
In the ring, yeah, in the ring.
In the ring?
Yeah.
So I'd have a better shot street fighting you.
I don't really know.
See, I like nice dudes like this, man. Like, he's like, yeah, nigga, I'll knock you the fuck out. But I'm going to be nice because it's your show. So what about you, man? Like, all right, for you, what is your... Because you guys both got like 20-something fights under your belt. Like, what's one of the most memorable fights that you had or the times in your boxing career?
For me, probably up at the Olympic Training Center at the beginning of this year. My first fight up there was like a hardcore war. I had like all 3 rounds, like the toughest fight I ever had. But I pulled out the win. It was real tough. That's probably one of the most memorable ones for me.
Okay. What about you?
The craziest was probably in the Silver Gloves, in the Nationals when I went to the Silver Gloves, because like the whole fight I was dominating, and at the end like they gave it to the other dude, so it was just like everybody that was from our region and everything, everyone was like just like disappointed, really.
Okay. AZ, you got some questions for him?
Yeah. Now, how long have both of y'all been fighting with the amateur fights?
I've been boxing for like 5 years already.
5 years? So, how do you feel about the point system changing? Did it affect your style of fight?
It doesn't really affect it, but it's just like I have to get more technical with what I do, like more landing clean punches, because that's what it's all about in an amateur fight. You have to land clean shots, because it has like a white part on the glove. You have to land with the white part of the glove perfectly so they could count the punches. Yeah, so it's like it's harder, but you just gotta train harder.
Now there's a Rudizzle in the chat saying, as an amateur, does that mean your hands are a weapon, or is that only under pro and you have to register your hands?
Yeah, I would imagine that's only under pro, because we've never had to do anything like that. And I don't even know, honestly, that the pros have to do that either.
Anybody that has training fighting, any type of fighting, a jury can use that against you in court. So you don't. People think you have like a license in your pocket.
Yeah.
I'm a fighter. That doesn't exist. But as far as turning pro, you have to get registered to fight pro. So a lot of people think that you need like a license.
That's probably where it came from.
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah, and that was like a big karate thing.
Yeah.
The hands are registered.
Because I had to do it.
Did you really? For martial arts?
So that's why. But I guess that's a big question that a lot of people ask too, especially with fighters. Now, how do you guys feel? Because there's a big surgence of MMA that's coming out, especially out in New England now, finally. Now, how do you guys feel with you guys keeping the raw essence of boxing, where they're just out there just like dudes brawling, like all different kinds of stuff? Like he's smiling, he's like,
yeah, I have some thoughts. I have some thoughts. Everyone's always tries to compare boxing to MMA, and boxing's dying and MMA is, on the rise and this and that. But I think there's room for both. You know what I mean? The thing people don't understand is in boxing has, 100, 200 years of history behind it. You know what I'm saying? Great fighters. MMA got guys with 5 pro fights that are already champions that they're calling the greatest featherweight ever, the greatest, you know what I'm saying? So they don't really have the ground to stand on, in my opinion. I respect the sport. Those guys are tough dudes, but, it's a different game. Boxing's a science. MMA, it's you know, kind of a glorified street fight on a lot of levels, in my opinion, you know. But I'm good friends with an MMA fighter, and my man is an athlete and a fighter and a warrior, you know what I mean? So I don't mean to, you know, take no shots at them, but just as a sport, I think boxing's a lot more scientific and,
Oh, definitely.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, how do you guys think you guys would do in an MMA fight? Come on, man, real talk. Let's go.
I'd like to see myself with some 4-ounce gloves on. But
Yeah, I mean, if a dude gets his hands on you, it's over because it's a different game. You know what I'm saying? If you stand them up, the MMA guy is dead. He got no, you know, he got no shot. You know, just because the amount of experience they have compared to the amount of experience these guys have. You know, there's no amateur background for MMA. There's no, you know what I'm saying? You take a guy who trains, you know, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you throw him in a cage, and now he's an MMA fighter. You know, he wears his tap-out gear, and you know what I'm saying?
I sparred with a couple of MMA dudes in the ring, though. It's like I think they take it. It's hard for them to fight like boxers, like real boxers. I don't know. It's like they fight awkward because they're used to kicking. So it's like when they're just standing up, just punching, it's like they just want to brawl, and it's harder for them to fight us, I guess, in our ring. I don't know about being in the MMA ring, but in the boxing ring is different.